What's up, everybody? What's going on? Welcome back to Carl's Corner here with your boy Carl. Before we get started, man, this week was effing crazy. Shit's hitting the fan. Like things are crazy. But before we get into that, today's video is just an update on my recap for week 3, ending in my challenge. Also about this GME business, updating my portfolio, and that's really it. Oh, I also took a stand in that stash over cash thing. I deposited some money this week that I was gonna spend, but I didn't spend. Instead, I just threw it in the portfolio. So I'll show you guys and tell you how much I did. Before anything, always big ups to Chris, my teacher. Taught me everything I know from up until I started watching him in June up until now. So let's get it in. All right, so before I show you guys my portfolio, I'm gonna just give y'all insight in case y'all didn't know. I'm gonna just give y'all insight on what happened between GME, aka GameStop, and basically everybody in the country. So basically what happened is, mostly probably all of you know, but if you don't know, I'll tell it to you real short. So basically these big hedge funds and institutions that invested hundreds and thousands of dollars into these companies, into GameStop, right? But really they didn't invest. What they did was they borrowed shares. They're short selling. So short selling, they borrowed the shares. For example, let's say GameStop was at $10, right? Say they borrow 100 shares and they sell those 100 shares for $10, but they don't got to pay that for those 100 shares until GameStop hits $2 or $1, whatever they chose. So they're betting for that shit to go down. So if it goes down, they're gonna make money. So basically they were short selling to the point where there were no more shares left. They were actually over borrowing shares. So they had over 120% of the shares borrowed. Why? That's the question. Why do they have so much borrowed? So people on Wall Street Bet, shout out to them, they figured this out and they said, let's make the stock rise then. So at that point they just started buying and buying and buying. So now instead of paying back GameStop for those 100 shares for $1, when they sold it at $10, now they gotta pay back GameStop the $300 and something that it's at, plus interest times that 100 shares. So seeing that these big hedge funds probably invested a lot of money into those, we're talking about they owe billions of dollars. So that's really the big thing about it. If you got questions about it, you could ask them below in the comments. I'll gladly answer any question I can to the best of my abilities. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm new to this, but from what I've heard and what I've seen, what I've read, these motherfuckers fucked up. Excuse my language, but they messed up bad. All right. So other than that, that's the news on GME, and now we're about to dive into my portfolio. Boop. All right, everyone, here we go. Let's take a look at my portfolio. Ooh, today took a little whooping. It's alright though. I ain't tripping about it. Tomorrow, next week's a new week. So for the day, I was down over 2%, almost 2.5%. That's $20 right there. For the week, I am down over 8%, almost 9%. For the past month, I am down almost 9.5%. Past 3 months, I'm up 32%. Past year, 21, almost 22%, and all time 21.96. Did start my account in June, so that's where we're at. All right, so as you see, my stocks are not doing good at all right now. Let's see what my total returns are right now. Ooh, taking hits. As you see, I jumped on the GameStop bandwagon. As you see, because you know what? I'm with the community. I'm with the movement. What's going on? Because right now, it's Wall Street versus the people. Like, it's us versus them. It's us versus them, because it's like the little guy gotta win sometimes. Just because we winning now, you want to help out the big people. They got the money to stop. They got the money to cover their asses. They wouldn't have done this if one of us had did this. You think they would have stopped the market? Nah, they wouldn't have stopped it. But So I jumped on it. This is where, all right, so I had $7, I believe, left in my buying power from the beginning of this week. I threw in the extra $20 in it, threw that 27 into GameStop. That's where my $20 went. Okay. Stash over Flash, that's our $20 right there. Doing the GameStop, making back $1. I ain't tripping. Alright, G-Nog's dying right now. I have faith that's gonna come back up though. I have faith in all, but right now I'm taking a whooping. APXT, I should have. Nobody knew this was gonna happen. I don't know if this is happening because it's GameStop or what, but who knew? Maybe this is the 10% correction that Chris was talking about. Maybe we're getting it right now. So I hope that's it. So February might be looking up for us. So let's hope for that. So either way, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I dabbled in Dogecoin. Didn't do so well. I had another $20 from my stash over Flash that was laying around. I said, let me throw it in that, so I could ride that wave up. I actually lost money. This is where this 1432 came from, because I actually lost $6 from putting it in Doge, because I put it when it was high, thinking it was gonna probably go to like 10 cents. Nah, I didn't. So lost out on that, but it's alright. It's okay, because you know it was all fun. It was all fun to see what was gonna happen. If I lost $20, I lost $20. I was gonna spend it on nothing. All right, so yeah, that's my recap on this week. Next week, I plan on putting the $50 deposit in. Depending on what the market's looking like, I'm gonna shoot for APXT. I'm gonna shoot for APXT and hope for the best. Because if it's still down like this would be a great opportunity to average down. I'm telling you, I could probably bring my average down to at least under $16. I could buy like 2 shares, 3 shares. That'd be great. All right, guys. So that was my portfolio. I hope I have a better week next week. Things are just crazy right now, so I don't know what's going on. But this ain't gonna let me down. I'm not gonna let this let me down. It was an emotional week for me, but at the same time, I kept my composure as best as I could, and from there on, I'm just waiting for Monday. That's all I'm waiting for. I'm gonna have a great weekend this week with my family, and when Monday comes, I'm gonna hope for some money. Other than that, I hope everybody else has a great weekend. Stay safe. I hope you guys made some money this week. If you didn't, don't be down about it. And I hope some of you guys stashed some money away and not flashed it, like we talked about in the little challenge I'm throwing. Yeah, everybody have a good one.